Hi, welcome to my next video. This time I wanted to show you how I made this watercolor and pen painting and explain a little bit what I have been doing for the last, month already or a bit more, while you haven't been getting so much new videos. As you maybe know, I had this idea this year to give myself a bit more time and a bit more freedom to just pursue things that were interesting for me. So for example, do more reading, do more research, do more studying, in the hope that maybe from this a story, a comic, or an other interesting project will come. Of course, on the way we got the pandemic, which even though it didn't really influence my daily life so much, it did not do well for my peace of mind and my kind of ability of creative thinking. Either way, I managed to do some things. I managed to participate in some projects that I would not usually go for. And even though most of them are still kind of secret, I can show you some things already. So for example, this picture that you're watching me paint right now is one of these things. I was asked by the Japanese NHK television to participate in their two documentary programs. And you can actually watch both of these programs on their NHK World website because these programs are under the video on demand thing, so you can watch them any time you want for a year from now. The links will be in the description box. The reason I was invited was because both of these programs were kind of Tokyo themed, and I was interviewed by the host Peter Barakan about my work and its relationship with Tokyo and my relationship with Tokyo, with the city. So we talked about my work. We walked around Shibuya trying to find any interesting places that I would actually be able to paint. But because Shibuya is undergoing a big redevelopment right now, there's a lot of tearing down and building of these huge kind of office towers. And either way, in Shibuya, there's a lot of people and a lot of cars and smoke and noise and everything. It's not a place that I would usually go for any inspiration, just for a walk to find something interesting. So I had a hard time to find anything that would kind of spark any interest in me. I struggled to find any place that I would like to paint. But in the end, we found this place that you saw on the photos in the beginning of this video, which is actually the Shibuya River. So the original Shibuya River that right now mostly is just this pitiful canal with almost no water that runs mostly underground and is just visible in this place. I wanted to imagine a Shibuya River that would be a more friendly just place to visit, to hang around and to go buy some, vinyl records or whatever, because it's Shibuya after all. But I wanted to take the place that I saw. I took a lot of photos there and reimagine it in this watercolor painting. And this was one of the things that I wanted to talk about in the NHK program, in the documentary thing. When giving my thoughts about Tokyo, I talked a lot about how kind of harsh and not thought through and random all the spaces in Tokyo can be, and not friendly for a human inhabitant at all. So being asked to paint a picture for the program was a perfect chance for me to show a place that's more friendly and human oriented, and a place that I would just like to see and go to in Tokyo if a place like this was there. Of course, I could not go completely fantastic and unrealistic, so I based this scene on the Shibuya River place that we found on the photos that I took. Just added stuff, modified stuff, like added the bridge, made it into this kind of stone arc, nice bridge, and added some trees, added the record store on the left side, replacing like this squarish concrete building with more pleasant Japanese style old building, added benches, added a really nicer fence, modified the river, made it into a kind of stream that you would actually like to sit by. So I just overhauled the place and I had a lot of fun painting this piece. I just sketched the whole thing on the watercolor paper, then did the lines with my fountain pen. This was done with a LAMY pen with a waterproof sailor ink and then colored the whole thing with Schmincke watercolors. I'm not showing the sketching and line work parts here because that was actually filmed by the NHK film crew, so I don't have this video part for me to show you. Sadly, not much of it actually went into the documentary that you can see online. Okay, have fun watching the rest of the painting process and I'll meet you at the end of this video. Okay, the picture is done and this is how it looks finished after scanning and some adjustments in Photoshop. I like how this picture turned out, how the place looks kind of friendly and sunny. I'm happy that I agreed to participate in this project because it gave me a lot of inspiration for my bigger project that I'm working on right now, which involves painting a lot of these reimagined and improved Japanese city scenes. Okay, that's it for this video. As always, feel free to comment, share and subscribe, and be sure to see those two NHK documentaries I was talking about. I will link them in the description below. You can also support me on Patreon, which allows me to do these videos and my other projects. See you in the next one. Bye!